Soul Garden.
Are you tired of being codependent? Have you ever wondered why you're always cheating? Why do you have to always mother everyone you date?
I understand.
The biggest problem usually is people choose the wrong person. Are you ready to find out the truth? Yes. In just one video, you'll understand what you're looking for in love and what you offer. You send us your date of birth, we send you a custom video that's all about you. We call it Secrets of Birthdays, the Love and Lust Report. Find out your birthday secrets today, available online at secretsofbirthdays.com. Hello, Lunar Child, and welcome back to Soul Horoscopes Weekly Edition. My name is Christopher Witecki, your host to reality. Well, we are now moving through 2012 and moving fast. Really feels like it's moving quickly, doesn't it? Like time, space is warping. Valentine's Day is right around the corner. I know how you are with LTRs. You know, we've got a product that helps you with relationships called Secrets of Birthdays, the Love and Lust Report. And I'm throwing a special to help you out. If you buy a Love and Lust Report about yourself, we'll run a free one about any love interest you have. And notice I say love interest. All you need is their date of birth to find out everything. So come on down to secretsofbirthdays.com for more on that. And this week we've launched the new Guardian Agency. We're out of beta, we're on a new platform, and you should be receiving a text. I am personally guiding those who sign up, taking it an extra step from your date of birth. So this goes beyond the horoscope. It's actual moment-to-moment texting and coaching and helping you with your reality. The point is, what you be is what comes, so let's help you out and how you be in the moment. Check it out at gatext.me. And if you don't know, we've got a cool landing for people like you called soulgarden.me. This is a social network where all of our brightest souls hang out, trying to be remarkable, which is what we try to do. We're trying to live our brightest. And you have a community there for cancers. You even have a writer named Mary who's always writing the zaniest cancer stuff. So we have writers, we have cancers, you have support. I always hear cancers go, I don't have any support. Really? soulgarden.me/cancer. Just saying. Now, where are we with cancers? Well, we're in chapter 2 now of Sun in Aquarius. And this is a touchy month for the cancers because you're working on your boundary issues, where you draw lines with yourself. And you know what's interesting about cancers? When you're out there nurturing others, you have no boundaries. You just kind of slurp onto the scene and cover people up in your wet energy, and you make people feel good. Right? But when it comes to your own boundaries, you're very crystal sharp. That's one thing I've noticed. It's Aquarius energy. Very crystal sharp, based on ideas. It's always interesting to see what the Cancer will and won't do, because you can just totally be surprised. I'll tell you right now, you guys are naturally innovative when it comes to trust and intimacy. Well, in the last week, or the 10 days, you were stepping away from boundaries and trust issues that don't work for you. So on the most primal level, this could be a cheating boyfriend or someone lied, all the way up to where you've let yourself down, where you've crossed your own boundaries, or where you're cutting everyone out. You need to let down boundaries. As we start here on Monday, the Sun is in chapter 2 of Sun in Aquarius, and Cancers are just holding space for what they do know about boundaries. So on Monday, you want to own what you do know about boundaries. You want to own what you know you shouldn't do. Just live by what you know so far. Be a good girl. Be a good boy. All right. Now, emotions, your ruling planet, are in Taurus and getting quite a booster shot as they cross Jupiter. So emotions are focused on your reputation, your friends, society. As you're processing comfort zones in the background, you're very social and outgoing on the other side. In fact, your world is expanding. With Jupiter moving direct, how you see yourself in the world is going to expand and change. And this is the way you title yourself. This is the way you categorize yourself. Are you a citizen of the United States? Are you the firstborn in your family? Are you the survivor? These titlings, this context titling, this is what's going to change and expand and therefore open up opportunity. So emotions are kind of driving there, even though the topic is boundaries. And are you open to expanding? Are you open to your world changing? That's a question with boundaries. Also notice Jupiter and Pluto are trining, which means as your world grows, your old relationships die. So you have to let go of your old relationships for your world to open. That is a given and certainly going to be part of the transit for the next 4 weeks, at least a month. Now, moving on. Tuesday is an energetic day. It's a great healing day. If you had a boundary betrayal, it would be a healing on Tuesday. I think you'll feel a lot better. I also want to point out the Neptune and Saturn trine here going on in Libra. On the one hand, you know and intuit where your boundaries should be. You know where your boundaries should be, says Neptune. It's not a matter of ignorance. It might be a matter of, well, if my boundaries are there, how could I possibly be happy? Or if my boundaries are there, how could I possibly stay in this marriage? So you know where your boundaries should be and need to be. It's a matter of facing reality that's the issue. Saturn, on the other hand, is saying, you know what it takes to take care of yourself. So you're out of time with taking care of yourself, and you know where your boundaries should be. You're running out of excuses. The universe is going to help you bring this together starting on Tuesday. Moving on Wednesday, things shift again. It's a high energy day on Wednesday. The moon is still in Taurus, so you're still feeling rather public. Should I say. Jupiter's ruling the day, so it's a good day to explore new boundaries. It's a good day to explore other options when it comes to trusting others. But probably the most important headline of the day is the Mars-Venus opposition. Venus in Pisces, Mars in Virgo. Now, Mars in Virgo has been making you very hyper-mental. I think you're going to enjoy the retrograde. Mars has gone retrograde. Mars is putting a lot of energy on Cancers to step in the new thinking, step in the new attitude, speak up for your rights, and you've been hyper-minded and very much in your mind more than your emotions from observing my clients with GA and other places. Mars has put a halt on that now, so you're going to kind of retrograde, think back, rethink, have discussions again, reread emails. This is all part of the Mars retrograde of you rethinking about how you're thinking and how you're approaching it. Really, the energy needs to go into Venus in Pisces. Okay? Venus in Pisces is saying, forget what you have to think about it. Go with receiving wisdom, receiving knowledge from the moment, receiving the education and the lesson. Don't think so much about it, don't work so hard. Just receive the wisdom and also be willing to intuit it. So this is a primary shift that's going on in the sense of really reversing gears. Stop thinking, stop, listen, receive, and learn. Right? Now, for those of you who are watched over by me in the Guardian Agency, I've instructed the agency to send out 2 personal texts on Wednesday to help you with this. One will be ego. What does it take for you, based on your date of birth, for you to surrender your ego? Because your ego is different from other Cancer egos. The other is receiving. What does it take for you to receive based on your date of birth? That's you receiving differently from a different Cancer. So we'll send those out on Wednesday, probably after the polarity, because I think it'd be better educationally for you to wonder what it is, and then after, then get the answer. That's just better. It's a more fun class. All right, moving on to Thursday. The moon shifts into Gemini. That means underground. So you might be moody and cloudy and to yourself. You're emotionally processing. You might have some weird dream lives or some sleep issues. The boogeyman may come out, whatever that is for you. So be advised, things go kind of underground at that time. At the same time, the sun is ruled by Uranus, so there might be a breakdown, a boundary breakdown, a trust breakdown. You might have thought you could trust someone, then realize you can't. You might have thought you could, trust yourself, and then you let yourself down. So it's kind of a second tier breakdown, not a core hard one, but still a hard lesson. And with the moon in Gemini, I'm sure you're relating it to the past and your childhood and your karma. So it's a heavy day, unfortunately, on Thursday. On Friday, it's not so tumultuous, but it's very private. The moon is in Gemini, and if you'll notice, it forms a soul pyramid in air. So this is a day of getting it, hopefully, but probably privately. You're probably going to not want to be anywhere on Friday. You want to be to yourself. The sun is ruled by Mercury, and Mercury's focused on healing. But this is what I was talking about earlier in the week. You've got, you know better, you got to treat yourself better, says Saturn in Libra, and you know what the boundaries need to be. So the real question is, what fear, the moon in Gemini, what fears are holding you back? If you know all this. And I think that comes to the surface, either in dreams or in meditation, or just slamming in front of you, depending on how where you are at the moment. Sometimes karma has to be slammed in front of you. Now, on Friday, we got something cool to announce. We got a new show going live here at Soul Guard. Moving into 2012, we want to be your karma clearinghouse of 2012, and I've decided to do a live show. It's called SG Live, and it's 90 minutes where the people of the garden can come together. We're going to have interviews, and we're going to talk, and I'm going to do readings and take calls, and you name it. It's a webcam radio show. And we'll figure out what that is as we go along down the path. But come on down. It's at 11 a.m. Pacific, and it is at 2 p.m. Eastern, and it's live for 90 minutes. And there's live chat. It's at soulgarden.me/live. And for those of you watched over by GA, we'll remind you with a text. Then, moving on to the weekend, things do perk up. The moon comes out from the clouds into Cancer. So I am predicting sunny and cool for the crabs Saturday and Sunday. It's going to be a really good day. I think you're going to be able to process. I think you're going to be able to process the boundary issues. I think you're going to feel very strong with emotions and ego working side by side. It's a great time to invest in yourself. Another thing is that Neptune starts to move into Pisces at that same time. And I do want to point out that Jupiter down here is now at 3 degrees. So this is saying your world is going to keep growing. Stay open to your world growing. Go into new neighborhoods. Drive down different avenues. Think of yourself in different ways in society. That's where your fortune is. Okay, is you growing in the world. All right, Crab, that's all I have for this week. I will either be texting you within the hour or I'll be seeing you in 7 days. Either way,